Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another Sept of the Howling Wind San Diego werewolf scene. The scene starts with the elder of the Sept, Wisdom of the Earth, asking two Kliak, who were part of the rescue of some young kinfolk, to bring said kinfolk to the truth catcher's house. They are told that she has been being kept at the Cub Cabin. It's Cub's teepees would be more apt of a name. And that is where this scene will begin, as these two make their way.
All I'm saying is you've been acting really weird since the other day. Like, did you have a problem with me putting everything into a trash bag and using the axe and the rock?
Alex, I collected their blood. It wasn't that
Then
weird.
what's been with the weird? Then why you been so weird?
Look, I don't know why you think such a such a softie. I was down to help.
Maybe I'm just projecting a little.
She'll actually look over to Alex very genuinely and say, "Did you have a problem, though?" I mean, worm-tainted or no, it's still a sentient thing.
Probably less than I should have.
Fair enough.
I think that's what bothers me the most.
If you want to talk about it, go on ahead.
Nah, I think I'm good. Let's get through whatever it is that we're going to deal with this kinfolk, and then we'll work on other stuff later. This is a bit more important, I think.
Maybe, but your spiritual well-being is also something that's very important.
I'll make do. I'm an Arun.
Sarah will kind of let her, play the tough girl act for right now. She's not really going to push this issue as they go ahead up to the truth catcher's place. Since you said that's where she was.
No, she's been at the Cub teepees.
Oh, the Cub teepees. Okay, that's on Sept, but not in the cairn, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
It's about the furthest point from the cairn on the Sept that she could be.
Okay. Is there anyone guarding her, like the teepee, or is she just kind of chilling there by herself?
She's sitting on one of the benches outside of the teepees. They're like little picnic benches. And Bamboozle seems to be patrolling around the area, keeping an eye on her.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mention this before. Is it possible that Sierra could have made? I figure it's not too crazy for her to have made some kind of lunch for her or something.
The lunge for
Huh?
lunch or lunge?
Oh, lunch, like with sandwich stuff.
Yeah, you could make a sandwich if you want and have it for her.
Yeah, like food. If she doesn't know how fed she is and stuff. Because worst case scenario, Alex just got a new meal for the day. So yeah.
Sure, you can bring her food.
Okay. Then Sarah will be bringing that along. as they start to approach her.
And as you approach, you see the young woman from the other day. She looks far less ripped apart. She still looks like she's a little tired, but she seems to be in a better state of mind. She doesn't seem quite as fevered with whatever was going on.
Yeah, Sierra will kind of stop in her tracks, squint a little bit, and she'll say, "No, no, that's not Avril. No, keep walking."
Alex just kind of keeps up on Sierra's flank, just kind of observing. Just going to try and stay as stoic as possible.
Okay, so she going. Okay, so Sierra's the good cop. Alex is gonna be the bad cop in this situation.
Absolutely.
All right. All right. All right. Sierra will make her way up to the kinfolk, and she'll kind of smile and wave to her. Hey,
Uh, Hi. I've seen you before. You look familiar. Where-
um, well, you may not remember. It was kind of hectic. Hectic. My name's Sierra. Um, I was one of the people, along with my friend over here. We were the two that got you out of that situation.
Right, with Binary, I think is her name. Right?
Yeah. So you don't happen to be hungry by any chance, do you? And she'll hold up like a lunch packet, like a lunch bag rather.
Not overly so. Binary and I think they call her the Den Mother. Have made sure that I've had food and water, which is better treatment than I was expecting, honestly. From what I've been told,
If
it's
I
kind of
can,
a nice surprise.
if I can ask, speaking of what you've been told, what circumstances led you to us finding you on that parking lot?
She takes a deep breath. Um, well, let's see. They say I'm kind of special, I guess. I've had visions, more or less, I guess you'd call them, growing up. Um, and one I had, and I've always, followed them because I don't know. There's just always been something about them, something that's it's almost like it drives you. If that makes sense. The first was to denounce father, and that's never really gone over well. But I've tried to do it every chance that I can.
Denounce father. What, what do you mean?
Um, Father Dragon,
Father what?
Dragon. You might. Uh, I remember one of the people they brought in as a captive saying something about the worm or the destroyer or something like that.
Yeah.
Um, but it's never done me good. And she'll pull up the back of her shirt, which is the opposite side of where she was injured, and you'll see numerous scars crisscrossing across her back. This vision, though, that I had, Uh, it was about something they're that they're doing or going to do very soon, and especially now that I've been out here and I've seen so much beauty out here, so much green, so much life. I know I'm doing the right thing. They're trying to open something. Something about um she kind of closes her eyes for a moment. In a dark realm where things not of this world walk, a door into the deepest green is being opened. Those who follow this destroyer are amassing to spread their beliefs through it. In times gone by, before we existed to protect it, when memories are hazy, long before they were of man and beast, and then it showed me how to find this place and that it was the only hope we had. But I knew um, being from them that there's a good chance you'll just kill me. But I had to try.
Let me
Why
ask this.
would you
Actually,
Alex
Sierra was
kind of
going to talk. Actually, she'll look
what?
at Alex if Alex is going to say a thing.
Alex has her arms crossed and she kind of leans forward. What possessed you to defy, to defect?
There's still stories, mostly just whispers now, of our people having not this hatred all things, for things in the sun, that we used to work together. I don't think it's right to just give up on who I think we're supposed to be. Just
You already got me, Vinny. I'm rolling the same.
Perception empathy on that, 2 successes.
I'll let Tim roll, since I'm assuming he's rolling the same.
Yeah, I just need to pull up my sheet
Alright.
because I got to remember my empathy score. Okay. I have a slightly lower dice pool than Alex does. So we'll see. Ooh, straight fail. She can't get a good read at the moment.
Sierra's not too sure what to make of her story. Alex, you get the feeling that she is being very sincere.
Okay.
Alex is going to press on. You know what you are. You know what your people have done over the course of thousands of years, right?
She lowers her head and nods very sadly.
And if you know that, why should we trust you?
Why indeed? Why would I risk coming here knowing there's a good chance that I'll be dead before the next moon? I'm very lucky that I'm not dead yet. But there comes a time when you just have to do what you know is right. No matter the
Right and your
cost.
people don't go together.
No, they haven't for a very long time.
And what are you hoping to gain out of this, aside from doing the right thing? Are you looking to, what, restrike your, reinvigorate your tribe? Bring it back from wherever it went?
As much as I would love that, I don't think it's possible. There's only maybe two of us, if that many, who give a damn, who
Um,
aren't so.
Out of character question,
Uh
her pure breed is still very much active, correct?
huh.
It's not like a hollowed out version of it where if a like pure breed 5 get leaves the tribe, they still have that pure breed, but it means nothing because there's no spirit backing. So what I'm just trying to get at is that she still has the backing of. Uh, there's still something behind her pure breed, correct?
Roll perception primal urge.
I will, of course, do that,
I'm down for that. That is a higher dice pool for me. Slightly.
and I will. I will spend a willpower point if I'm allowed.
Sure.
Didn't spend willpower, but that's still a success.
I have 3.
Sierra gets there's something definitely different about her from when you first met her. There's still that pure breed, but it's definitely something's different, and you can tell that strong, almost overwhelming smell, sense from her, Alex. Um,
Mhm.
there's still that sense of her being very much of that stock, but there's definite that almost that taint of her pure breed is gone.
Mhm.
It's definitely lacking something.
So with 3 successes, would you say that it's lacking the totem backing?
That would be something you could come to a belief about, yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
Actually, slightly different question. Rather than trying sniffing it out, pure breed actually does give you social dice. Is she fundamentally less appealing than she was when they met her on the parking lot?
She seems pretty, but she's not like wowza.
As compared to when we saw her at first?
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe it was the blood that turned you on, and she was kind of covered in her own.
Sierra ain't into blood like that. Blood is power. Blood ain't a kink.
I don't know. Depends on who you ask.
Not for Sierra.
Hey man,
Well,
we all know some people that are into some weird shit.
Yep.
It's at this point that Grim Sense will start walking up towards the teepee in his lupus form. Looks tense.
We'll
What is
reiterate for
happening?
you. You see this girl sitting at a park bench, the other two standing around her, and you see bamboozles kind of patrolling around the perimeter of this area.
Grim Sense will walk up towards the group. He'll kind of sniff everybody. And then when he gets to the kinfolk, he'll sniff it. And then the guard tongue, he'll ask, "Why is that not dead yet?"
because things are far more complicated than we thought.
That doesn't answer my question.
That is the answer to the question. It's just not something I think a lupus is going to understand. Grimsands. It's very nuanced what's going on here, because while it claims it wants to help us, and while it seems that the power behind her pure breed seems to have left her, she's going to just stare directly into this woman's eyes, and she is going to roll her manipulation and intimidation. It's kind of a dick move it is.
Nah, Sierra gets it. Do your thing.
Yeah. So that is 1, 2, 3, 5 dice at difficulty 4.
Don't forget your pure breed.
Yeah, you.
I don't have a dot of intimidation.
God damn.
Oh my god, wait a minute. You have 1 manipulation on this character?
No, I have 2. But I
Yeah.
also have 3 pure breed. I don't have any intimidation.
Oh, okay.
I opted for leadership, I think. Or expression, one or the other. Leadership, yeah. But yeah, she kind of bears her eyes onto this girl. I'm still leaning more towards do it the way it's always been done. Spiralkin or Spiralkin.
Can I tear its throat out?
At the same time,
No.
Sierra will pipe up. She'll actually look directly to Grim Sands. And she'll straight out ask, I don't know how your tribe teaches its crescent moons how to go about things, but the way I was taught, force and violence is only one half of the equation to combating the worm. The other half of it is a very deeply spiritual thing.
I know.
As much as we can swing and claw at something, that sometimes doesn't just get rid of the taint.
Do you know what else they teach my tribe?
I don't.
My tribe is a wanderer tribe. We walk much, we see much, we encounter many people. Sometimes those many people turn out to be lost kin. And then the wanderers take the kin to accept. Kin eventually turned out to be spiral kin. And step falls.
This, I would say this is a slightly different situation. In those cases, those lost kin say that they're, well, just kin. She came up, and she was very much upfront about where she came from.
Sometimes the best place is to hide right out in the open. Natalie, what does your role represent?
Her willpower against you.
How's she doing over there?
She's like scooted to the far end of the table and is not looking in your direction. She's very much looking down at the table at the bit of food that was given to her, wondering if she should eat it or if it's poisoned now.
Can I kill it now?
All right,
Sierra will
Grim Sands, stand fast.
say then,
Go ahead, Tim.
to know whether someone is savable until we genuinely do try and remove the taint, the innate corruption that they have.
Wait, Grimston's gonna raise an eye. I cannot sense the worm, but is there still worm taint on her?
We are not in the cairn.
We're on separate grounds.
Which is different from being on Karen grounds, actually.
We're on Sept grounds. Do you
Which-
wish to attract banks like this?
Natalie,
Mm-hmm.
is there any worm taint still on her after the rite of cleansing?
There is a lingering taint, but that could just be
Mhm.
from 18 years of being around it.
Okay, so it just sounds like we just need to do more rites of cleansing or some shit.
Alex is going to give Sierra that look of sort of back my play,
Sierra's ready.
because what Alex does is she's actually going to kind of make her way over, kind of in a quick way, and grab this woman up by the collar of her shirt, and is going to sort of toss her to the ground. If you want me to roll,
She
I
falls into the
can.
fetal position.
And Alex is going to stand over her and grab a hold of her shirt again and kind of hold her sort of halfway off the ground. You want to prove your worth to this Sept, and she'll sort of lift her back up to her feet.
Grim Sands will shift the Hishpo.
I asked you a question. Do you want to prove your worth to this Sept?
She has a confused look on her face.
Sierra will actually say out loud, I'd answer her if I were you.
You mean you're not gonna just kill me? That you're not just gonna murder me just because of where I came from?
Alex is going to throw her back onto the ground hard, and I will actually roll for this.
Yeah. Sierra's she's feeling out the situation, and she'll say,
Comet stats. Hashtag comet stats.
right.
But unless she's resisting, I think it's enough.
She's not resisting at all.
Yeah, Sierra will say, that remains to be seen. There are a lot of unknowns regarding you.
Alex will kind of reach down again and grab her up by her collar again and pull her back up to her feet, roughly. And she will shout it again. Do you want to help this Sept?
If it means stopping what I saw, yes.
And Alex will throw her down onto the ground again. I'm really sorry, Nat.
Do your thing. Let me know when
So
you're...
throw her down hard again.
Is that damage or just to do it?
That's just to do it. Like, she's not trying to hurt this girl. She realizes this girl is probably scared enough that she doesn't actually have to hurt her to get her point across. And once she hits the ground, she'll grab her up again, pull her back up to her feet. Are you going to betray the people of this Sept? Are you going to turn us over to the people that birthed you? Are you going to turn us over to be slaves or victims or fodder for the spirals? And she'll sort of shout directly in her face, answer me!
I would never wish such things on anybody.
And what do you think I should do if you don't hold true to your word?
Do what they say you were gonna do in the first place, and that I should ignore these visions. Let them happen. Not try and stop them. Expect the death that is coming to those of my tribe.
Touching. Can we kill her now?
No. Not until
Why
we
not?
have- Because it's not our call to make. Sans, you're lupus. You understand how hierarchy works better than any of us Hamids could, at least from birth you could.
There's that dual nature of but worm taint, but hierarchy, but worm taint, but hierarchy.
Sam's willing to purge.
This yeah. I'm actually gonna. You know what? Fuck it. I'll take a point of rage for that.
All right. Because you don't know what to do.
I am gonna roll something here. Ooh. There's a sly smirk that comes up on Alex's face, and that's 2 successes on a Garu lore check. If you want to prove it, how about we get the Den Mother and the Alpha of the Sept to take you for a little swim?
Oh! That was me out of character. But Sierra has Umbra lore, so she's kind of looking over at Alex like, oh shit, all right.
Okay.
Grimston's
Let's see if the Den.
Grimston's gonna look over towards what's her face. What's your character's name, Vinny?
Alex.
Alex. Grimston's gonna look over towards Alex and just say, "Are you talking about Erebus?"
Yes.
Erebus won't work for kinfolk. Erebus is not made for kinfolk. Erebus will kill her. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but your method is flawed.
However, that being said, though, there are alternate ways to cleanse those that are repentant but come from the wrong side of the equation.
Yes, by killing them.
Killing them doesn't actually cleanse them. Killing them just kills them, actually.
It cleansed this earth. It cleanses Mother Gaia.
It
Sans.
actually doesn't.
Consider for a moment this one actually means what she says.
I can't.
Consider for a moment that the information she could give us could actually lead to the deaths of many, many, many spirals.
There are 16 cairns that have been turned into hives in these exact moments. In moments like these. Is this going to be the 17th?
No, it won't.
Then kill her.
I think that there are other options.
Alex is going to let the girl drop.
She crumples to the ground. If
You're
gonna
not
kill me,
dead.
do so. Just heed my words, please. They have to be stopped.
It's not our decision whether or not we kill you. All the same, though, Alex is going to take one of her one of her arrows out. She's going to hold it in her hand, and she's going to crouch down, sort of straddling over this woman's chest, and she's actually going to take the edge of the arrow and drag it along this girl's cheek.
Like to draw blood,
To the
or
point where it
just as that threat?
to draw blood.
Yeah. Oh, to draw blood specifically?
Specifically to draw blood.
Okay.
You draw blood.
She's going to hold it in front of this girl's face. Do you see this?
She gives a small nod.
This arrow's meant for you. If you do anything to hurt this set, intentionally or otherwise. I don't care what the alphas say. This arrow will find your heart. Understand?
She again nods.
And she'll put the bow back in her, or the arrow back in her quiver, and she'll stand up.
Sans isn't Hispo. He's not exactly look downable.
Well, I don't think he stands like 5 feet tall at the shoulder yet.
No, I think his foe is exactly that.
Hispo's exactly
well.
that.
Well, either way, she's like 5'6". She'll look at Sans. When it comes down to it, more than likely you'll have the chance to do what you want. But until the elders and the alphas say otherwise, she doesn't die.
Is she claimed by or protected by one of the elders of this sept?
Out of character, that's a good question.
Has anybody asked?
Nope. Not in character, anyway.
No, because those things are need to be openly announced. Because if you don't
Yeah.
openly announce them, the claim is null and void.
Yeah.
Then you would know that the Den Mother has.
All right.
I still want to tear throw that.
Yeah, I get you. But it's not our choice. Unless you want to challenge the Den Mother.
17th Cairn.
Well, Grim, if we end up being the 17th that falls and we're all dead, when we hit the ancestral lands, you can tell me I told you so.
You hit the ancestral. You hit the ancestral lands. I do not. I'm going to take another point of rage for that.
She's going to look down at this. She's going to look down at Sans. Or, well, at Sans. Don't know much about your tribe, so I can't say. If you want to make an issue of it, go find the Den Mother.
Oh, we lost Nat. Okay, we can still just bitch.
I will. Harboring Spyrokin. If I was a half moon, I'd consider this a grave breach of the litany.
Well, the litany says the cairn. This is the farthest point from the cairn she can be while still being on sept.
Have you ever seen a cairn being overrun? Or a sept being overrun?
No, I haven't.
Have you heard about it?
Certainly.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrifying. There is no stop to the Banes, and all because there's one tiny little hole.
Well,
She doesn't even have to do anything. Things will just be drawn towards her.
I suppose then that means we have a job to do on making sure they don't ever make it here.
Or we can kill her.
That's not an option on the table right now, Sans.
than modern.
That's something you just have to deal with.
Arguing with us
Mm.
isn't gonna change the facts.
Paces.
Exactly.
Like he paces really, what's the word? Impatiently, like. "Dur, dur, 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 dur."
You want to put that anger to good use, Grim?
What?
Patrol of the Sept with me in the Umbra.
Fine. But you were at the assault where the lost cub was found?
I was.
Alright, then you can tell me how it went.
Good. And I can also tell you the evils of a place called Chipotle.
What is Chipotle?
It is an evil place, Grim Sands. I will tell you in great detail so you can share it with the tales of your people.
Fine.
Oh, and for the love of God, tell them about Taco Bell.
Taco Bell is great, she says as she just starts walking to start patrolling in the Umbra.
Sierra's
Before
gonna start that fight, even though she wants to. Sierra's from NorCal. She knows Chipotle is bomb.
Before they actually leave, Grimsen's gonna turn towards the kid, snap his jaws in front of her face, and then leave, shifting back into Lupus.
Leaving the good cop with the kinfolk.
Yep. She'll look over to the kinfolk and she'll ask, Sarah will look over and she'll say, "I'm sorry, I forgot since the last time I'd asked you. Can you remind me of your name?"
It's Desiree.
Desiree. Well, if you truly hold the convictions that you say you have, I think you'll be okay. But it's not going to be easy. And she'll open up the lunch pack herself, pull out, I guess an apple that she left, cut off a piece of that and eat it herself, kind of show that she didn't poison the shit out of it. Which is funny because she gets actually no nutritional benefit from it because she has strict carnivore.
So, what brought you all over here today?
I think Alex just wanted to make sure that, well, she wanted to see how big of a security risk you were. Sands just happened upon here. I just wanted to see if you were okay. Out of character, we were. I thought she was already with the Truth Catcher. That's why we were like here.
No, you guys were sent to take her to the Truth Catcher.
So after a minute, just grumbling on making her way back. So yeah, we were actually supposed to do something with her, and I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, no, we got dramatic. It's okay. So Sarah will kind of just look over Desiree and say, "You want to take a walk?"
Sure. It's a nice day out.
All right. That food, by the way, is yours. If you want it.
Thank you. That's very nice of you.
Hey, anytime. As Sierra and Alex take Desiree over to the Truth Catcher, wherever the hell he is.
Over near the kinfolk area. Still outside the Karen area.
Okay. I don't think Sarah's met the Truth Catcher officially at this point.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, well, out of character, I know it's Morgan Freeman. Although, Sierra will, upon seeing the Truth Catcher, will be like, what the shit? Why do they all look like celebrities? As she approaches the Truth Catcher with Desiree and Alex in tow. And is Grimsands coming along too? Max? For right now, he'll be Schrodinger's lupus. So they'll take him up, and I'm not sure, like, if he's on a patio, if he's in a room, if he's just standing there.
He's at his flat, I guess you'd call it. The door is open when you arrive.
Does Sierra know the Truth Catcher's name?
Writes the laws? No, writes the rules.
Okay, we're still in the Veil protected part of the Sept, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then that'll let her speak kind of freely. She'll say, writes the rules, Raya. We brought over the person you asked to see.
You'll hear him say, send her in, close the door. I'll send her out when I'm done with her.
Will do. She'll look over to Desiree and say, just remember what I said about conviction. If it's true in your heart, then, well, you should have no problems.
Okay. And she walks in. Door is closed behind her. Are you guys gonna hang out and try and eavesdrop, or?
I mean, wait, hold on. Yes, I will.
Alex is just going to hang back and sit on a branch that's outside of.
Sierra's gonna, she's not gonna barge on in there and be like, hey, what's up, guys? All she's probably gonna do is she'll probably try to get a listen in and see how things are going in there. Because she's curious, but she's not stupid. I don't know if you need me to roll anything or.
Perception alertness. Hearing, if you have acute hearing. I don't remember if you do off the top of my head.
No, just wolf sight with 1 success.
All right. You hear his muffled voice. Sounds like he's asking similar questions to what you guys were already asking her.
Yeah,
You
except
hear him ask.
like Truth the Gaia.
You hear the question of what brought her here, then about this vision, and you hear her start reciting those words that seem to almost come to her without thought. In a dark realm where things not of this world walk, a door into the deepest green is being opened. Those who follow the destroyer are amassing to spread their beliefs through it in times gone by, before we existed to protect it, when memories are hazy, long before they were of man and beast.
Can I get an Enigmas check or an Umbra Lore check or any kind of knowledge roll to see what's up with that?
You can, sure.
Okay, so what am I rolling?
Let's see. How are you wanting to go at this? Lore check and then enigmas, or enigmas and then...
She's going to do Enigmas check, then Lore check, since that makes the most sense.
Okay.
And I need to check my dang sheet again. Why is my phone over there?
because that's how life rolls.
Okay, I just got Enigma's 1, unfortunately. Does the scholarly spec apply?
Sure.
Oh, it's a straight fail on the Enigma's roll, unfortunately. Unless ones count out a success, not a successful die.
It
I've
takes
seen-
out a die, sadly.
Okay, because I know some people rule it the other way.
That's what makes one so dangerous.
Yeah. Then fuck it. She'll try again at a higher diff, and she'll spend a willpower point this time.
Okay.
Because fuck bitches get money. Nah, fuck it. I still got one. Get it.
You do. You got one.
Go, Tim.
You're piecing together before Man and Beast. She's probably talking about one of the Farah, possibly. But this would be like way long time ago,
Mm-hmm.
since they didn't start joining with Man until Man became a thing.
Yeah.
And
And so, what kind of lore check is needed to follow that up?
I would probably say Garulord at least diff 8,
Diff 8. Okay.
because it's not Feralore. But there is some overlap, if that makes sense.
I get you. Oh, damn it. I only have Garu 1. That's unfortunate. Just drop another point of willpower because the ones have been fucking me today. And Sierra needs to know these things. Oh, damn it. I accidentally cleared. Oh, okay. I don't know if Scholarly applied that time, but that's 2, 4, 5, 6 with willpower.
All right. In that case, the memories are one of the ways of referencing the Mokale. And they're lizardy shifters. So before Man was around means you're talking like prehistoric kind of concept of going back to fuck shit up. What else can I give you from that without reading you the plot in detail? Hmm. Yeah, you're pretty certain that she's referring to them going back in time somehow.
Yeah.
You did hear the word prodigal in the earlier portion of the conversation with him, which I think she may have mentioned at the.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Sierra does remember that. It was just that Desiree was so freaked out, it was very jumbled.
hmm And that it sounds like they're amassing a large group, maybe a small army, to go back and start their work long before insert their corruption back when there was less to defenders to try and prevent those defenders from coming, maybe. Who knows? It sounds like it's bad, very bad.
Sierra does have Umbra lore and Spirit lore, and I think she's aware that time bullshit does occur in the Umbra quite frequently. I mean, hell, Pangea is a thing that exists.
I
Yes.
read this book. God damn it.
Read what book?
Nothing. Keep out.
All right. So Sierra's probably read Back to the Future, so she's like, "Oh shit, that's what this is." Okay. So she's based on what she's understanding. Then some black spirals are going to use wibbly wobbly timey wimey to go fuck shit up in the past, and the Mokle are somehow going to be involved in that. That's what she's getting right now.
That's a good understanding of it. Yeah, that's a fair
Okay.
understanding.
Sierra will. I figure that once she's gotten all this information and put all this together, I figure this satisfies your curiosity flaw for right now. Unless you want to say, nah, fuck you, though.
Nope, that's good unless you feel like barging in and being like, "Wait, what the fuck?" That's up to you though. I will
For
consider it satisfied, but if you feel the need to continue, I will let you continue.
Sierra
for
would not
glory.
do that because she does not want to disappoint Morgan Freeman.
That's him. For glory.
Oh. What Sierra will do though is she doesn't want to bring all of this information out and be like, "Hey guys, so here's what's up," because she's still, even though she did make a good amount of successes on her roll, Sierra is not aware that she got a good amount of successes on her roll, so she's like, this is kind of like my beginning thing, so she's probably going to do some more research into this before she kind of comes out and goes, "Hey!" Or at least she'll discuss it with Nelder or some shit.
All right. There's some more muffled conversations, but you only got one success on your listening, so you can't quite make them out as well. But they seem to have a long conversation after that. She's in a much more hushed tone, and he's got that deep, gravelly voice that is Morgan Freeman. And eventually, she comes out. He gives you. He asks you to take her back to the Cub teepees. And that if you see any of the Clea Phylodoxes, that they need to speak with him.
Sierra will ask. He may not be a Cleith, but she would not just straight out tell him, but just kind of throw out there that, like, maybe the Cub lefty may want in on this. If not for input, then at least so he can listen and learn.
He will have plenty of time to listen and learn. Cleath can handle the fate of kinfolk.
Sarah will nod and just kind of go along with it. She didn't think it was that big of a deal. She just kind of threw that out there. You know what? Fuck it. Sierra will just, she will kind of, since it's Grim Sands and Alex kind of together, and Sierra will just kind of look over and be like, "Okay, guys, so I've been mulling over some of what Desiree had been saying.
Mm.
What did it sound like to you guys?"
Ramblings of a mad kinfolk touched by the worm. A trap.
All of the above. What Grim said here.
Oh, you're robot, Vinny.
Of course I am.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I lost you hard. I didn't catch any of that.
I think I heard Grimsands in there, but that's about all I could make out.
All of what Grimsand said is, but at the same time, on the off chance that she's telling the truth, it could be disastrous if we don't view it that way. Absolutely disastrous.
Well, she has told what she knows so far, right?
Yes.
Then I still believe we should still kill her.
You're entitled to your opinion. Challenge the Den Mother if you don't like it.
The Den Mother is too far above me to challenge.
Well, then the issue's settled. And complaining about it will not help. We must make do with what we have. That is the way of the nation, that is the way of things, and it's how we will proceed.
17th Cairn.
You just remain vigilant.
I will. I'll go and hang out with the shadow spirits when it's night.
I will remain in a nest in the Umbra, keeping an eye out for Banes. Sarah, she seems to have a better trust of you. You keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
If you see my good-for-nothing sister laying about, tell her that she can assist me in the Umbra.
Yep.
And Alex will pull out a hand mirror and take her time to shift over into the Umbra.
Wait, what about my tail? Grimson says, following her.
Yeah. And with that, I don't think we have anything else we need to do in this scene.
Alright, in that case, we will bring this scene to a close. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching.